This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Let's get right into your top local stories. Right now, deputies in Poway are working to detain a man accused of firing shots from a military-style rifle in his neighborhood. Sheriff's deputies say they have spotted 18-year-old Cameron Johnson in the woods near Hidden Valley Drive and Birch Lane, but have been unable to bring him into custody. That search began just before 3 yesterday afternoon when Johnson allegedly fired a homemade AR-style rifle from behind his grandmother's home on Quiet Hills Drive before dropping his weapon and then fleeing the area. Authorities do not believe Johnson is currently armed and say he does not pose a threat to the public. We have an update for you from this crazy story that we brought you earlier this week about that woman who led CHP officers on a chase that spanned across Southern California and into Mexico without getting caught. Well, now she's been arrested. Police say 29-year-old Alyssa Wilson stole a van from a sober living home in Thousand Oaks where she lived, and then she took the van from Ventura all the way down to San Diego, eventually right on into Mexico. After getting away, police say just after 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon, Wilson then drove back into the U.S. through the San Ysidro port of entry in that stolen van and turned herself in. CHP says charges against Wilson are still pending. A North County family is suing the city of San Diego after a heartbreaking loss involving their young son. Back in July, 4-year-old Rowan Kerr was playing with his brother at Villa La Jolla Park, and that's when a 30-foot-long eucalyptus branch fell onto him and his dad. Look at the pictures here. Rowan died a week later, while his dad suffered some lifelong injuries. The complaint is against the city and its tree service business. It lists more than 30 incidents since 1983 involving eucalyptus trees, including a case that also resulted in a 4-year-old dying.
We want there to be awareness around the situation and such that no other family needs to go through this, needs to go through the pain that we are going through.
If we can avoid another family from going through this kind of loss, it'll be worth it. And Ronan would be so proud of us, I think, for keeping his name alive by doing that.
In addition to financial damages, the lawsuit requests that all eucalyptus trees near parks and schools that are deemed dangerous be removed or better managed. With Affordable Care Act subsidies set to expire in January, nearly 2 million California families could feel some serious sticker shock in the new year. All this uncertainty comes as open enrollment is now open for the state's affordable health plans. But as NBC7's Audra Stafford found out, there's still help available.
I spoke to someone with Covered California, and he said that a lot of people have a lot of questions about how exactly what's going on in Washington will impact their own health insurance coverage. So they're here today at the Family Health Center in City Heights to answer questions and to help people get or stay enrolled. Nearly 2 million Californians rely on Covered California for their health insurance. That includes nearly 146,000 people here in San Diego County. If the COVID-era tax credits aren't extended, monthly premiums are expected to skyrocket. California is pledging $190 million to cushion the blow, but it won't be enough to cover the entire amount that would be lost, and some are concerned they could be priced out of the insurance market.
What we're finding is that on average, Californians on Covered California plans may see an increase of 97% in their monthly premiums, which is pretty significant. That being said, what's important is that the original subsidies under the Affordable Care Act are still available, and about half of our enrollees will still be able to find an affordable plan for $10 a month or less.
You can find much more information at coveredca.com. From City Heights, I'm Audra Stafford, NBC7.
Meteorologist Angelica Campos joins us now with your forecast.
Alrighty, we're going to see partly to mostly cloudy skies continuing this afternoon. More clouds into tonight before rain arrives and then sticks around all the way into next week. Rain chances Friday through Monday. As far as the temperatures go today, it is going to be a cooler day with temperatures averaging in the upper 60s near the coast, upper 70s in our inland communities, mountains around 72 degrees, deserts will be closer to 86 degrees, partly cloudy. Tomorrow we may see a little bit more sunshine before the rain arrives.
Coming up, the special event kicking off today to make sure you're dressed to impress this holiday season. Stay with us.
You count on breaking news
We continue to monitor several new developments
and help preparing for the unexpected.
A red flag warning will start tomorrow.
You count on stories from your community. You count on getting different points of view.
We're still human.
And your voice being heard.
The air is not safe.
You count on in-depth reporting.
They were saying, finally, we feel that we're being taken seriously.
Because you know the whole story is more than just a headline. This is coverage you count on, only on NBC 7 and Telemundo 20.
This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Welcome back. Changes could be on the way in a lakeside community after this dashboard cam video outraged parents. Remember this? Back in August at Tierra del Sol school drop-off, a car hopped over a curve and then sped up down a sidewalk, nearly hitting kids walking to school. No one was hurt, but now a proposal has emerged to keep kids safe from something like that ever happening again. Some parents want the county to install metal barriers to keep cars off the sidewalk.
For me, yesterday is when we should get it done, but I think by the end of the year we should be able to get something done here.
The plan still needs to be approved by the school district, but it has already received positive feedback from parents. In the meantime, the same group of parents reached out to CHP, who says they will increase patrols near schools across Lakeside Union School District. The future of a longtime Barrio Logan restaurant is unclear. Las Cuatro Milpas has been around since 1933, but over the years, it's faced challenges related to both legal and health matters. NBC7 has confirmed yesterday the property has been sold for about $2 million. However, the real estate agent said the sale was related to the property and not the restaurant itself. We reached out to the owners to see what this means for Las Cuatro Milpas, and we're waiting to hear back. Just days before San Diego City Council members are expected to vote on how much to charge for parking at Balboa Park, opposition is growing to a proposed $300 a year annual pass.
I think that's going to be a huge burden, especially for senior citizens and young families.
I lose all the socialization, and that's what keeps me healthy. That's what keeps most of us healthy.
City documents show that those who live in San Diego would pay about $30 a month or $300 a year for parking passes, and it's even more if you don't live in the city of San Diego. City leaders say rates are still up for discussion as they take feedback from the community. The passes would apply to any lots in the parks, but not the zoo or streets around the park. Meteorologist Angelica Campos will have a look at your weather forecast right after this.
NBC 7 and Telemundo 20. Weather coverage you count on. You count on accuracy.
The winds are going to be increasing.
You count on these experts.
Take a look here at our future weather.
In 2 languages.
Más de 3 pulgadas de precipitación.
You count on innovative tech.
You look at our first alert Doppler radar.
From a team you depend on.
Dry conditions to round out this week.
You count on early warnings.
Because we had pretty significant rain.
Because you know every second counts.
It just kept getting worse and worse.
This is First Alert Weather. This is coverage you count on. Only on NBC 7 and Telemundo 20.
While we have dry weather today under all those clouds and dry weather tomorrow, the rain will be arriving overnight Thursday and through Saturday morning. We may see accumulations at about ½ an inch of rain, a little bit less as we move into the mountain communities, but more is expected through the weekend. So plan accordingly. If you have any plans this weekend, just beware the rain could potentially get heavier this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures will stay on the cooler side, upper 60s near the coast, inland 50s for the mountains.
Thank you. Today, Goodwill locations across San Diego are inviting customers to take part in their Little Black Dress event. The one-day sale offers shoppers the chance to find luxury items at thrift store prices. While today's event's taking place at multiple stores across the county, organizers say Goodwill's flagship location on Broadway and Chula Vista will showcase the largest inventory. They say that shoppers can expect deals on everything from dresses to shoes, accessories, and men's formal wear as well.
I mean, right now around the holidays, you know, everyone's wanting to get dressed up and find something to wear, and you might find good deals out in new retail stores, but I feel like in thrifting, you can never beat thrifting prices, you know.
Can't beat it. Organizers say Goodwill events are focused on creating opportunities for people with disabilities and other barriers to employment. More coverage you count on at NBC7.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.